Okay guys, hi, it's me again, and I am here to do my book haul from the wonderful romance novel convention that I went to this past week in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Golden Nugget. Like I said before, if you watch my videos, they are going to be making this an annual event, so I hope to see you there next year. So just to start off, I'm going to start off with the free books I got. I got all these books for free. So that is freaking awesome. Free books? Are you kidding me? Woohoo! I did have to buy a separate bag to carry everything home, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to gloss over some of them because I don't know what every one of them is about. Like I said, they were free, and so they were given to me, so I took them, and we'll see what happens. A couple of them look really, really interesting, and then I'll go over the couple of books that I bought at the book fair and have signed by the authors. Yay! So this is my romance novel convention book fair book haul. So let's start with the free books. First book I'm talking about is Feuding by Wendy Knight. And the front of it says she's never lost a fight in her life, but she's never battled for love. And this is by a small press, Asteria Press, and I'll make sure to put the link below so you can check out the books. This is a new adult, I believe. New adult or young adult, new school, so I think it's more of a young adult book. It looked really, really interesting. The cover was really colorful, and so I thought that that would be a really great read. And then I got Wind Over Marshdale, and it's just a stunning cover as well. And this is written by Tracy Krauss, and it's about a small town. Not sure, but let's see. It's a struggle between prairie towns and hidden evils and ancient medicine resurface. So I'm thinking, I think I picked it up because it had something to do a little bit with paranormal. So, you know me, paranormal's my thing. So pick that one up. This I actually got at the book fair, but it was free and it is signed. So that's really great. The Highland Shift by Laura E. Harker. And so I will put her link below. She was giving full books, like these full books away for free, and it's like 370 pages long, free book. Blew my mind. Excuse me, my phone for beeping. So, yeah, I like anything to do with the Highlands. Who doesn't? Men in kilts, they're hot. Huh. Okay, this one I picked up because I thought it looked so funny. So funny. It's just a really, really quick short story. It's called Fried Pickles and the Fuzz. Redneck Fabulous series. A hick lit story by Calico Daniels. So who needs donuts when you've got fried pickles? So I think this is just a really quick read. Kind of excited to read it. I might just sit down and read it tonight and then do a review for you. I'm going to save that one for a minute. Okay, the next book I got was Mail Order Man. It's a Ladies of Larkin book by Heather Gray. I like mail order stories, and so I thought, why not a man, mail order man? I usually get mail order female stories, so interesting read. Kind of excited to read that one. This one I received in a basket. A friend of mine won a bunch of baskets in bingo, and she couldn't take it all home, so she gave me one of the baskets, and this was one of the books in the basket that was for free. And it's a book of poetry, and I love poetry. I write poetry myself, and so I couldn't not keep this one. So it's by Deborah Palmley, and it's Twilight Dips, and it's a book of her poetry. So you can never have too much poetry. I think poetry is universal, can be used anywhere and everywhere, and so yeah. So here is another book that I got, The Toymaker by K Springston, and it says here she's the #1 best-selling author. So I'm excited. It's a Christmassy story about a guy who pretends to be a toy maker who isn't really a toy maker, and she needs somebody, like, I think he's a duke or a viscount, a duke, and she needs to marry a duke, but she falls in love with a toy maker who's really a duke. You get it? All right. I like those kind of stories too. I'm weird like that. Okay, so when I first picked this one up, I didn't know what it was about because the cover doesn't do anything for me. And I'm a big cover person, but free, I didn't take every free book that was offered to me. But I did take this one, and I'm not quite sure why, but it's about a young lady who is learning to fly or learning to get her pilot's license or giving up her pilot's license, and she meets somebody who's trying to get out of town or something, and they meet, and so I'll give it a try. I might, try reading it, but it's called Flying Free by Amber Polo. So there's that. Okay, now for the books that I got at the book signing, and I went specifically with several people to see, several people in particular at the book signing, and ran into somebody that I didn't know was there, and I totally geeked out on her, and I feel so bad. She's written a lot of stories about how to write romance, how to write stories with great characters, and I geeked out when I saw her. I kind of squealed a little bit. And that is Angela Knight. And she has just an excerpt from her next book that she is coming out with. And she's written a lot of romance with really a lot of heat in it, but I think she's going back to some of her not her old ways, but her roots, and then she's starting to write more erotica. But like I said, she's written a lot of stories about how to write, and so that's why I kind of geeked out on her. And then got it signed to Christie, haha, Angela Knight. That's freaking awesome, because like I said, I totally geeked out on her, and then I didn't feel so bad because another friend of mine came and she's like, oh my god, did you see that Angela Knight was here? Totally geeked out. And I'm like, so that's totally awesome. Really excited about that one. Another author that I went specifically to see is, and actually got to go to her Romancing 101 class, and she's just a fascinating lady, and I got to have breakfast with her one day and just kind of quiz her, and she's awesome. I have to say, not that I should say that in a surprise tone, but I just love it when I get to meet writers and they are the same, they are just like everybody else. I talked to Lorraine Heath. Now, she is a best-selling author. She has so many books out there, just so many. Again, she writes a lot of romance, but she does have a couple other books, series that she writes under different names, but I know her best by Lorraine Heath. And so I got this book, In Bed with a Duke. It's not one that I have read before. So, and then she gave 3 ebooks out. And let me, so, like I said, signed, woohoo, maybe. There it is right there. Signed to Christie. Yahoo! And then she also gave out 3 ebooks, and I got those on my phone. It's called Texas Destiny, Texas Glory, and Texas Splendor. I'll just show you the cover of one of them if I can get it pulled up here on my phone. Yeah, here we go. These are high romance books, and you gotta love a little bit of romance, like adult romance. I read it all. So yeah, it was great. Next is one of my, she's amazing. I read a lot of stuff that she put out about getting self-published, and so she is one of the reasons that I decided to self-publish. And that is H.P. Mallory, and I'll make sure to put her links below so you can find her. She does really awesome paranormal, and I write paranormal, so that's great. So I got to meet her and get my picture taken, And I was really excited, and she signed it again, because I kind of geeked out on her too. So she put a really great message in there. So awesome. Okay. Then I met Angela Payne, who was just actually, I gave myself a budget, and I'm wandering around the book fair, and this lady stops me and just like starts talking to me, and I was like, oh, hi, you know, and really got to talk to her about writing and being published and some of the fun stuff and the trials. And then so I had to buy one of her books because she was so great and her story seemed really, really interesting. Now this book is, I think it's got a really, really high heat level, nearly, if it's not erotica, it's close. And you can tell that by the title. It's called Saved by His Submissive by Angela Rain. And again, signed with a really cute message about getting to know her, and so that was really great. I don't think I told you the title of H.P. Mallory, because she's just amazing. I just love her. So it's To Kill a Warlock by H.P. Mallory. It's book 1 in the Dougal O'Neill series, because she writes a bunch of series novels. Okay. Then I met a wonderful young adult author, and I might actually see if I can get her on my channel for an interview. It's Lizzie Ford, and she's a young adult, new adult author, and this is her new adult book, and it's called Zoe Rogue, and I'm excited to read this one. Again, it's signed. I got a Zoe Ford bag, and a bunch of swag, so when I do my first giveaway, I will include a bunch of that stuff in there. Then another author that I went specifically to meet was Jennifer Ashley. She writes a little bit of everything, and she is one of the most down-to-earth, awesomest women in the world. And I was thrilled and honored to get to meet her and talk to her a little bit. So I went to her social, and I went to her classes that she taught, and she's awesome. So I got that one, and it's signed again. Oops. I got a bunch of bookmarks, but signed. So yeah, those are the books that I got at the book fair. Another long video, I'm sorry. Hopefully they'll start getting shorter. I have another book haul to do, and I'm going to break it up so you'll see me a couple of different times in different outfits, but because I have a couple book hauls. So thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you've read any of the books that I've hauled today, let me know what you think. Just no spoilers, please. And I'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.